Hi, welcome to room 112. It is day 7, and we're ready for a great lesson. Our sons are still here, even though it's an overcast day and a little bit of rain is falling down on me. Our sons are here, meaning Miss Diane, Mr. Christian, Mr. Wilson, myself, we're here. We're going to continue to be here, and is going to be all right. So our sons are here, even on an overcast day, you know that we're here. Well, let's go inside and learn about our lesson today. Going inside, a little bit wet. We can hear the songbirds chirping. And here we come. All right. And we're going to go to the dining room table today, where I usually do our Zoom meetings. And when parents want to contact us, I'll be sitting here at the table by email or phone so you can get a hold of me. All right. So today's lesson is about bears. And you're thinking, why are we talking about bears? Well, one of the things in our community is that we were supposed to draw or color a picture of a bear and post it on our window. So a little bit later today, as one of our assignments, I'm going to color my bear and post it in my front window. So not only will you see the suns the next time, but you'll see a bear in the window. So that's coming up. So when I was talking about bears, yesterday's extra credit was to clean your man cave or clean your room. And I was cleaning my room, and I came across this from my sister in Alaska. And it was the old reliable official Alaska bear bell. And what they would do is Gary and Elsa and Jody and Jim would put these on their pants, and they would make a sound so that the bears would be scared away. And yes, it is Alaska approved. My son, who lives up in Alaska, him and Naomi, they use a bear spray. So you're supposed to spray the bear spray if you get close to a bear. Which brings us to our lesson, and I have my notes here as we look at the bear spray and the coloring sheet, that there are 8 species of bears in the world. There's a brown bear, the American black bear, there's the Asian black bear, the giant panda bear, sloth bears, sun bears. And if you see the largest bear is the polar bear. The smallest bear is a sun bear. And if you can read my little chicken scratch there, we're talking about what kind of food would a bear eat. So what food would that bear eat? Well, bears are omnivores. They eat meat, and they also eat roots and berries. When I was looking up online what do bears like to eat, they also like to eat dog food, cat food, and people food. And they are very good at sniffing out treats and snacks. So the bears are eating meat, they're eating berries, they're eating roots, they're eating nuts. And if I had an asterisk there, polar bears only eat meat, and the giant panda bear will only eat the bamboo and is mostly a herbivore. When you're looking at that, you're thinking, well, we're putting up the bears because they're getting away from hibernation. And a little fact that Mr. Wilson told me is that bears do not hibernate. They actually take a long nap, and then occasionally in the wintertime will wake up and go for a little walk. If you're thinking, okay, a $10 word that I'm going to throw out there is a predator, what animal would eat a bear? And the only known predator that they have besides people are tigers. So that's kind of neat. And then you're thinking, well, bears, you see in that little picture, you have the bear claws. And the bear claws, they're much like a dog's claws in that they cannot retract them. If you have a cat at home, the cat sometimes will bring out his claws, bring them back in. Bears and dogs, their claws are always out. We talked about the polar bear being the largest bear, the sun bear being the smallest bear. So then I said for the people who like sports, let's think of all the teams that have a nickname with the Bears. And I thought, well, there's the Chicago Bears, one of my favorite teams that we talked about the other day when we had baseball. There's, we talked about with football, there's the Chicago Bears for football, the Chicago Cubs, which is like a small bear in baseball, and that's when we were talking about our favorite team. So you got the Chicago Bears, Chicago Cubs. You have the Boston Bruins, and that's all I could think of. When I looked online, and Google is a wonderful thing, there are 40 college teams that have a nickname of Bears. And just to make it personal, my son went to McKendree University. They're the Bear Cats, so they counted in there. My sister, when she went to law school, went to school at Mercer, and they're the Bears. And one of our best friends, Sterling, went to Brown University, and they're the Bears. So just a little trivia there about bears and mascots and everything else like that. For today's assignment, I would just say this. Draw or color a bear and put it up in your window. Or the other thing is name 5 animals that you would not like to meet. When I'm thinking of here, Jody and those guys up in Alaska, they did not want to encounter a bear. So they wore the bear bells, or they had the bear spray, or they made a lot of noise. They'd never gotten, there were certain seasons that the bears were more active, so they didn't go out for walks then. So what 5 animals would you not like to meet? And I think Elsa would have on her list meeting a bear. So that's why I have the picture of the brown bear on there and the bear bell. Little note, that's why you clean your rooms and clean your man caves, because you can find little things like that. And it's kind of neat when you clean your room. They're like, oh, I didn't know I had that. Or, yo, that's kind of neat. So that's today's assignment. Just talking about bears. Post a picture if you did. If you don't have a coloring sheet at home, just draw a bear and post it up in your front window with your parents' permission. Let you know that we're here. We're going to continue to be here. And even on overcast days, our suns are still out. Take care and have a good day.